We are here today together with the whole group involved in the course Introduction to Programming. Marco Piccioni, you as the project leader, could you please tell us why do you think this course is important and why you do this course?
Well, I've been interested in education all my life. And also I've been teaching Introduction to Programming ETH course for 8 years now. I think that our Introduction to Programming course fits very well the general definition of massive open online course, and it's ideally suited for this purpose. So I had this idea of maybe trying to investigate the possibility to bring our course online.
Indeed. Bertrand, could you tell us which are the goals of the course?
Well, when Marco came to me with this idea of a MOOC based on our Introduction to Programming course, it immediately struck me as an excellent idea. And there are basically three reasons for doing it and three reasons why we are so excited about it. The first one is local, the second one is global, and the third one is self-serving. So the local reason is simply that we want to have a better experience for ETH students. Over the years, we've been providing ever more material for the students who are taking this course, this obligatory course of the computer science curriculum here, and this is one more step, the next step in providing good support to our students, web-based. Of course, in the computer science department, we should take advantage of the possibilities offered by today's technology. The second goal, the global one, is that we want to make this course available to everyone beyond ETH. We are immodest enough to think that we have a really good Introduction to Programming course, emphasizing quality, emphasizing design by contract, and emphasizing verification, and there's no reason it should be limited to ETH students. So MOOCs enable us to make this available to many other students beyond ETH. And the last reason is the completely self-serving one. We have great research going on, done in particular by Christian Essler on distributed software engineering and tools to support distributed software development. In particular, there's this cool tool called iFall for MOOC, which makes it possible to compile and run and test iFall programs on the cloud remotely through a browser, and there's hardly any better platform than this Introduction to Programming online course to see if the tools actually work, if they can be useful, and particularly if they scale up.
Bertrand just mentioned iFall for MOOC. Christian, could you tell us more about it?
We have been working for 2-3 years now on taking traditional software development tools and moving them to the internet to make them available online and to leverage from the internet for daily programming activities. So when I heard about this idea of making the MOOC available to students, I was very excited to take this opportunity to use our research results and our knowledge that we gained to actually help educate students more efficiently. And the idea of this E4MOOC is very simple. So it's just about giving you the opportunity that if you go to the browser and you look at the lectures and you do the quizzes, that you can directly in the browser test your knowledge and write small programs, compile them directly, execute them directly. And the big advantage is, of course, that you can do this on any device. So if you want to do it on a weekend in the garden with your tablet, you don't have the problem that you need to install software packages first.
The lectures have been recorded by several people. Scott, you are one of the lecturers. Could you tell us more about your experience?
Well, when Marco approached me to help do one of the lectures, I was immediately interested because I've been helping with the introductory programming course for quite a while now. And I'm always looking for new ways to interact with the students, and so I thought this was a good opportunity to do this in a different way. And also it was very interesting because this is a different format, and with a different format you have to think more or differently about the way you present the content. So these aspects of doing these lectures were very interesting to me. And also the lecture itself, I think, was something that it gave me a chance to try to explain something a bit more complicated to introductory students, which is often a bit more gratifying than the upper year students, who already know more of the concepts.
I've heard there is a verification component to the course. Julia, could you tell us more about it?
Yeah, one of our research areas is software verification, where we're actually developing an automatic verifier for Eiffel. And we thought it would be good to expose the students already in the first year to software verification. So we also put this auto-proof tool on the web. So it's in the same way as the Eiffel for MOOC tool. The students can use the verifier online and do some exercises where they actually specify and verify their code online.
There has been a lot of attention devoted to MOOCs, but there are also people dismissing this idea as being hype. Bertrand, what do you think?
The hype is definitely there, but I think it's much more than hype. It's not just a fashion, and it's here to stay. Obviously, there are lots of open issues regarding MOOCs, but the reality is that this idea is taking the whole business of higher education by storm, and there is no way one can stay out of it. My personal view is, for a course like Introduction to Programming, very simple. I think that within 5 to 10 years, there's going to be 5 to 10 good Introduction to Programming courses, and that all universities more or less are going to base their teaching on one of them. And it's very simple. I want the ETH course to be one of them, and we're doing all we can to make sure that this is what happens. Now, this being said, there are lots of open questions. Lots of people write and think about MOOC. Very few people know exactly what it's going to be like in the end, how we combine traditional modes of teaching with new modes of teaching. Lots of these questions are open, but I think it would be a mistake to wait until all the questions are solved to move forward. And on this, actually, we have given, of course, a lot of thought to what the pedagogical and scientific implications of the idea of MOOC are. In particular, in our group, Jiwon Shin is one of the people who have thought most deeply about these issues.
Jiwon, what is your impression about the MOOC phenomenon?
I think MOOC is great because students have access to lectures by experts that they may not have access to on a daily basis. Through MOOC, we hope to be able to reach all of you and offer our great lecture. And we will ensure that your privacy is protected in the best way we can.
In the end, what is the role of such a MOOC?
I believe that MOOCs are really the way of moving the educational system forward, because we're so accustomed nowadays to use all these technologies of streaming videos online and having all information on the web. And a lot of these technologies are coming from us as computer scientists, and we are now finally making this step towards using our own tools to our own benefit and educating the next generation and moving our teaching and education really to the 21st century.